Hello and welcome to this video playing TimWakefield. Yeah, I had a game against him earlier with the Queen's Gambit accepted, where I spoiled a position with a simple extra pawn. So I'm going back to a Nimzo here and see how he fares in this opening. Plays the main line. Let's see, e3 here, it's not very common. Of course playable, I mean, not a bad move. I was always thinking that e4 is a bit more critical, but of course e3 is not bad. I was thinking a little bit about castling here, because sometimes you can also delay that and claim that or let's claim is wrong, but delay that on account of white maybe castling long. Sometimes this is really happening. Okay. Normally they go b3 now in this type of position to prevent the a4 queenside freeze. Yep, he did that, and I'm going to try to open up here. Bishop d3, 94 is a main line. Bishop there, that's pretty uncommon, I think, because of d5. So he doesn't mind that d4 is wrecking his pawn structure. Maybe he's right. Maybe he's right. But it's a pretty tough decision. I couldn't take because e2 was hanging, so I can take e3 now. Yeah, I think I will. So let's see a couple of interesting options. Knight g4. Just attacking this. Okay. I'll keep it simple. Opposite colored bishops. But that's not a draw or anything like that. Or drawish or something like that. Let's just go back. The bishop on b2 doesn't look very good. And I know that this looks a bit strange, but I think it's more important here to kill off that bishop on b2 than worrying about the light squares. Light squares are not a huge factor here. Knight on f5 I can take, and something coming to g6. I mean, an idea here is queen c5 and possibly going a4. So I'm doing this. A bit surprised about queen c2. A bit passive, that move. I mean, the queen on e4 wasn't doing that much, but yeah, now a4 I can play. The thing is, I'm not sure how much it nets me. Okay. Probably some kind of better endgame type of position, but okay, so this one, yeah, I will take c4, of course. Oops. It's the kind of moment where you're happy that you don't have any smart move, stuff like that activated. Okay, do I want b5 here? I also have a potential, let's do this, regrouping of the knight, a7 to b5. So b5, I go knight a5 anyway, so don't mind that. Knight a5, knight c4. Okay. My moves are a bit sloppy. The pure procedure of making them, I mean. Okay, should I have avoided that? Maybe I should have, huh? I mean, okay, it's not a big issue, I hope. Don't want him to take. Bishop d5. I mean, I can go here and just let's say provoke e4. Yeah, let's go for the pawns. Seems fairly dangerous. Fairly dangerous is a bit of a euphemism. It's probably winning for black unless I'm screwing it up, which of course is one of my talents. I might have rook c5. That's kind of unnecessary. I mean, I can spend some time here and improve the position a bit before I'm doing something drastic. Drastic being b2. Okay, I can actually do that. For a moment I was thinking rook c5, but it's not a big deal anyway. So now go b2. Rook c2 maybe, is that an idea?
Check.
Yeah, but that should be a pretty straightforward affair here.
Time warning.
Rook a2 is pretty... Oh.
White resigns.
That's a bit much. I think he could have defended this a bit better. I was thinking, why didn't he take a4? That looks kind of normal. Looks like a tougher defense than that b4. Yeah, the whole structure is kind of comfortable for black, of course.
Check.
Yeah, I think he has to take and play this position. I will probably win c4 and a4, but the drawing chances are higher here than I think in the game setup. Here you can only argue about the what
check
technical way is best, but I was just taking my time. I mean, I don't think he has anything
check
that he can do. Yeah, I'm happy. I think that was a good technical display. In the opening here, one issue is that this whole line with e3, d5, or d5, e3, and then capturing on c6. There are two versions of that. There is one version with the pawn on h6, where white had played bishop g5 and bishop d2. That was what had happened in the game. And there is a version with the pawn on h7. And there is a difference, actually, because after bishop d3, in the version with the pawn back here, I cannot go d5, as c takes, knight takes, loses a pawn, which is not happening here. That means that bishop d3, d5 is possible and actually pretty much equalizing the game, as white doesn't have anything better than something like that, where black is happily developing. Yeah, I mean, something like this is no problem. Yeah, black's development is good, and the move f6 will effectively stop this bishop from being a dangerous force in this game. So black is okay here. He went here, d5, and now he allowed d4. Yeah, and I don't know. I think this structure should be fine. White can, of course, avoid the capture. Yeah? Play queen c3 here, move like that. Yeah, I think it's probably equalish, something. Nothing particularly special for any side. But this I'm liking. I'm kind of surprised that the computer is giving this move. I thought I would just win stuff, but it's got this. The queen is protected. Okay, so the engine is coming up with this one. And says equal. Compensation. Okay. Nah. Would have probably played f6 and then, yeah, being stunned that it isn't any good. Okay, yeah, we looked at the later stages of the game already. Thanks for watching.